Welcome back to Amara and Kene. My name is Amara. Today we'll be having a discussion on multiple choice question on listening. A lot of people find it difficult. They usually complain on multiple choice questions. So today I'll be giving you tips on how you can get all questions and get a good band score on multiple choice question. If this is your first time here, kindly click on the subscribe button, like this video, drop a comment. You can as well go to our previous videos, check them all out. We have more listening videos and tips on every task type in listening. Check them out, like the video, and drop any comment if there are any. Now let's move on. Multiple choice question on listening can come in two ways. Now, the first way is a question and three possible answers will be given to you, and you're required to pick an answer out of the three possible answers. Or it can be an incomplete sentence with the beginning of the sentence open with possible answers, and you have to select from those possible answers. Now another way you can come across multiple choice question on listening is a question with 5 options. Now out of the 5 options, you'll be required to pick either 2, 3, 4. The instruction will tell you how many options you should be able to pick from there. Those are the 2 ways you can come across multiple choice question. Now multiple choice question usually comes in section 2, where there is a monologue, probably a speaker giving a speech about a local facility or about some technological product or some new technology. Those are ways you can come across, places you can come across multiple choice questions. Now you're given about 1 minute roughly to read the questions. When that time is given to you, what do? Firstly, you quickly read the questions. You underline the keywords. Read them, underline the keywords. The keywords will help you know what to listen out for when the record starts playing. You know, when you hear this word or when you hear a synonym to this word, you know your answer is around, or they've mentioned your answer, or the answer is being mentioned as you were listening. So that keyword helps you keep tab of when the speaker gets to the question that was asked. Now, when the record starts playing, use your pencil to trace the question. As the speaker is talking, use your pencil to be trace and listen out. Let your hand be busy. Use your pencil and trace out. As he's calling out, as if you're hearing the options, you also use your pencil to trace out the options. Whichever one is not correct there, you asterisk it or you cross it out. Just take it out. Then what next? Use your elimination method. When the record is playing and options are being called out, you're looking at the options and they're saying them. Use your elimination method. That way you know, okay, they've mentioned this, this is not the answer, this is not the answer. And this elimination method works best when they've set a trap for you. They would actually set a trap and they want you to fall into that trap. So elimination method will work for you. For instance, the speaker is saying something on Sophia was walking to school and came across a big supermarket. But before the supermarket, she saw a small pharmacy. Then close to the supermarket is a gym. Then the question would say, what did Sophia see first? Option A, a supermarket. Option B, a gym. Option C, a pharmacy. Now, as the speaker was talking, he said Sophia was walking to school and came across a big supermarket. And you quickly check, okay, so supermarket is the answer. But he goes around and says, but before the supermarket, she saw a small pharmacy. Before the supermarket, before she saw a small pharmacy. The question is, what did she see first? She saw a small pharmacy before she saw the big supermarket. So, but you have been distracted with a big supermarket first. So you automatically feel is the answer, and you've moved on to the next question without cross-checking your other options. But if you had stuck with the options, and as he said, the supermarket, Sophia came across a big supermarket, okay? But before the supermarket, she saw a pharmacy. Now you strike out supermarket. She saw a pharmacy, okay? You asterisk a pharmacy. Then close to the supermarket, which is like the second thing she saw, is a gym. So you cross out a gym. You've eliminated a supermarket and a gym, leaving you with a pharmacy, which is the correct answer. You should be able to use the elimination method. It will help you when distractions have been put there. Now, also, if you don't hear the answer, leave that question and move on to the next question. It's a record that is being played. They won't play the record a second time. So if you peradventure you missed that question, move on, leave it. During the transfer window, the 10 minutes transfer window, you come back to that question and guess. Just guess an answer out of the 3 options that have been given to you. Nobody would rate you lower or deduct your scores if you miss a question. So you can just guess. Who knows? You might be right. So out of the 3 options, guess an answer and put it there. Don't leave it blank. Don't leave it blank. And don't get stuck on a question. If you missed it, don't say, oh, I must stay here and get it. Please move on so that you will keep up with the record that is being played, with the tape that is being played. Don't get stuck on that question. You can always come back during the transfer window and look for a possible solution to it. Now, note that the tape is played in an order. So you would see the answers to question, for instance, 20. Then you move to the next one. The tape would mention the answer to 21. The tape will mention the answer to 22, to 23, and so on and so forth. So it comes in that order. So there's no way you will see 21 first and then you see 23 and you start wondering, oh, the tape didn't mention anything on number 22. No way. The tape will mention 21, 22, 23, 24. It will come in an order. Now, do not panic if the record plays for too long before you hear an answer. There are times the speaker will be talking and you've been there, you're waiting for them to mention, you've underlined that keyword, you're waiting for them to now mention it so that you will know, yes, the answer is around here, they're about to mention the answer to this question. But you are not hearing the keyword. So you feel, oh my God, have they mentioned it and I didn't hear? Have I missed it? Do not panic. At times, they set it that way to put you off guard. So do not panic. As far as you've underlined your keywords, you know what you're listening out for, and you were paying attention all the while, and the keyword hasn't been mentioned, then you're still on track. Do not panic. Keep listening for it. When the keyword is mentioned, or a paraphrase version of it, or a synonym of it is mentioned, you would be alerted and you would be aware. So do not panic. Another tip is, peradventure there are 2 options out of the multiple choice questions that you are not certain of. You are feeling, okay, I heard this. Probably there was some sort of distraction and you heard this here, you heard this here, and you are not sure. Put an asterisk to both of them. Move on. During the transfer window, come back. Now you read the question, you read the options. Which of them you feel, because right now you might not remember what the exact word the tape said. So which of them do you think fits well? You pick it as your answer. Beware of any answer that repeats the same word as the record. They might repeat the same word, they might give it in a synonym, but just be careful and listen out carefully. Listen out properly. Now we'll be making some examples, we'll be taking sample of multiple choice question. We'll play a tape, you listen out for it. Now, this is the question here. You can see the question now. the first thing we'll do is underline the keywords. We quickly look at the questions. They've given you 1 minute to check for your to read your questions. Use that 1 minute, you underline. Now the first question is there, and after reading it, I will choose problem. So whenever I am listening, I should hear problem for the answer. Then for my two keyword, I'll choose nanoparticles. So when the speaker says anything on nanoparticles, I'll know my answer is around the corner. Then the third thing is research into nano, research. So when the speaker says something on research, then okay, I know my answer is around here. Now let us listen.
Today we're going to look at an important area of science, namely nanotechnology. So, what is it? Nano means tiny, so it's science and engineering on the scale of atoms and molecules. The idea is that by controlling and rearranging atoms, you can literally create anything. However, as we'll see, the science of the small has some big implications, affecting us in many ways. There's no doubt that nanotechnology promises so much for civilization. However, all new technologies have their teething problems. And with nanotechnology, society often gets the wrong idea about its capabilities. Numerous science fiction books and movies have raised people's fears about nanotechnology, with scenarios such as inserting little nano robots into your body that monitor everything you do without you realizing it, or self-replicating nano robots that eventually take over the world. So, how do we safeguard such a potentially powerful technology? Some scientists recommend that nanoparticles be treated as new chemicals, with separate safety tests and clear labeling. They believe that greater care should also be taken with nanoparticles in laboratories and factories. Others have called for a withdrawal of new nano products, such as cosmetics, and a temporary halt to many kinds of nanotech research. But as far as I'm concerned, there's a need to plough ahead with the discoveries and applications of nanotechnology. I really believe that most scientists would welcome a way to guard against unethical uses of such technology.
They mentioned our keywords, but because we've underlined those keywords, when they mentioned it, we got alerted. Problems, nanoparticles, research, they had to paraphrase it. They didn't mention it in research. They used some other words for it. But because we have underlined them, we have been alerted. We are aware when they mentioned it, and we will know we are on the right path. I hope you found this video very useful, and I hope this video helps you in your quest to ace Ielts. Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time here and you found this video valuable and you want to see more of it, please kindly click on the subscribe button, like this video, like our previous videos, and drop a comment. Whatever difficulty you're still finding, whatever problems you want us to work on, please put it on the comment section and we would listen to you. We always listen to you. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Bye.